Welcome to Project Fast Fish here on Mike's Motorworks, and we finally got our Barracuda doing its best impression of a roasting chicken. That's right, we got it on a rotisserie, and if you didn't have a chance to watch that video on Mike's Motorworks, make sure you check that video out. But today, we're going to go ahead and see where things currently are at and kind of give you some insight about what we'll be doing before our next episode. You don't want to miss it. It all happens right now here on Project Fast Fish. We've got a lot going on, and of course, having the car on the rotisserie to work on the bottom side gives us a chance to work on, well, other parts of the car that need to be as good looking as the parts that have been restored. I mean, why just do the top half of the car and just leave the bottom half? That doesn't make any sense, especially when you put the time and the love as we've been putting in here on the project. So, I want to take this episode to show you some of the things that will be addressed before the next time that you see this thing, because I have a goal in mind for the next episode. So let's go ahead and see what we're currently working on and kind of give you an update on where things are at. And then, of course, we'll show you what to expect before we run our next episode. On the last episode of Project Fast Fish, you saw us working on restoring our parts here and what to expect when you unbox parts. Had a chance to really give these things a good sand down and cleaning. Got them all matching in the same paint. It was the Extreme Chassis Black from Eastwood. And of course, we had a chance to get this guy done as well. Now I wrapped them back in cellophane so I could put them back into the storage container. And of course, this guy right here will be put here in the garage to the side. I might wrap it up as well, loosely, and what have you. But this guy is ready to be used and bolted on as soon as we get the car off the rotisserie. Additionally, I went ahead previously and mounted the fenders to see where they would fit with the doors and make sure everything was lining up, and everything was lining up good. We do need to make some adjustments, but some of the things I need to address first are in here and can be seen in here. Now, I forgot to put my light on, but if you look here, we got some holes that need to be filled in, and I've already been doing some work with these holes. You can see the work done down here and what have you. And I was going to address these, but I ran out of welding wire at that time. And then, of course, we went and got the rotisserie, and that became our primary focus. So I will need to be spending some time to get these here. Here, this is where the light bezel goes, so it doesn't need to be exactly perfect. I just want to get these filled in with weld and kind of patched in. And then, of course, once they're filled and patched in, we'll make this as smooth as reasonably possible without grinding it away with additional metal, and make it look nice, paint over it, and we should be awesome there. Additionally, I made some marks here about some things that need to be addressed. I'll have to figure out how to pull these out. I might do an episode on pulling the dent there, depending on how it goes. And this is a spot where somebody had backed into the Barracuda when Dad owned it. I forget which time period he said that was, but he said it was fairly new when this happened, so it must have been sometime in the mid-70s. Of course, back then, they would just leave the dent, smear some Bondo on it, and call it. Over here, we kind of have the same thing. Now, this was all taken down to metal before this little primer coating was added, and you can kind of see here where some of those dents still exist. So I need to kind of smooth out this section here. Additionally, one of these fenders has a patch that's needed, but over here you can see that we still have a hole up in this area, but this one is actually cleaner around here, so there's not as much filling that's needed, and this one's relatively dent-free other than that guy. I'm okay with using filler on that. Now, one of these has a patch here where I think Dad said he had a blowout or something, and he damaged a portion of this down here. So, of course, what they do, they go through and put some filler on and such, okay? They did the same thing to the other side, so I have two pieces that need to be placed on there, and I might film that when I get those pieces taken care of and when I order them. Right now, budget's a little tight, so I may not order them right away, but this does need to get taken care of before the car goes to final paint and body. And of course, up here we got our trunk. Trunk deck looks good. We sealed this a while ago and it still looks awesome. I might go ahead and just sand and smooth it down and put another coating of epoxy primer on there, although this primer or this coating that's on there seems to be working really good. This was the SEM coating, but I think I could probably get this thing cleaned up and do a little bit better job with it. And then the same with the other side, just kind of go through and just add another coat of epoxy on here. Now, let's take a look at what's needed up here. And this is one of the big reasons why I got this thing on the rotisserie itself. Now, in a later episode, I'm going to be adding some torque boxes up here. Torque boxes are what came standard in the Hemi and some of the larger motors to keep additional framing and flexing. And of course, we are now producing factory-like horsepower from those big blocks out of our little 318. So we need to make sure that our car doesn't twist and distort under that pressure. We'll talk more about that when I get to that part. I have a chance to clean all this up underneath here and underneath here. Have a chance to really do some further descaling that I missed on the previous steps. Like when it was sitting on the jig, I couldn't get to this, so I'll be able to clean all of this up. Back here, we got just some welds that need to be not reinforced, but just kind of just cleaned itself. And especially back here, if you look here, you can kind of see, yeah, we need some grinding and some other things here. And when I put these in, they didn't quite match. Maybe I set this part, which is the lower pan, the floor pan, the front floor pan, a little bit lower than this one, but they didn't quite match up. So I got to get this a little bit tighter in here. I'll probably do that by probably doing some cutting and just gently massaging that into place up into there. And of course, some of these welds, you know, hey, they kind of went through and left some sticks and what have you. So we need to clean all of that up. Additionally, this is where the screws went through. So it gives me a chance to fill those little holes and grind this down and make it look awesome. Same thing over here. Again, the idea here is to make it better than it was from the factory. And you don't want to just leave all this exposed, especially when I'm doing so much to help prevent the rust. So this will be all taken care of as well. And again, this will be where one of the torque boxes go. And it should look amazing once it's all done there. I have a chance to look up underneath here. And if you remember, I made a small mistake where I thought that this panel right here went on the other side or over this panel. I was wrong. So I went ahead and said, hey, we'll go ahead and just correct this, but I need to refill those at a later date. Well, now we're at that later date. And of course, as we keep working back, having it on the rotisserie means I can now go back here and address some of these things that are waiting to be taken care of. I wanted to make sure I got this aligned and as in as possible. And while working on the other side, I was like, you know, I can do it, but it may not be as good as working on it while I'm standing up and able to really get to it like I can here with the rotisserie. So I should be able to bring these down, punch these back and what have you. Also, if you remember, when I put the quarters in, something was a little bit off. And while I should have cut the tail panel back here a little bit, I believe, just a little bit off of the tail panel itself back here to help bring this down to help get this to fit. I didn't think about that at that time. So I went ahead and cut these down, and then that requires me to go ahead and weld those. Well, now it's much easier for me to get those, and it's straight. I don't like welding upside down, and boom, there we go. And I also have a chance to take care of all this mess up into here and get some of this cleaned up. Additionally, up here, we have some stuff that needs to be addressed as well, where I put some holes in and needs to be welded tight back here. So I'll have a chance to do that. And then of course, back here, there's some panels that go here, and this will have me a chance to put those reinforcement panels and brackets right here. And of course, make sure that we're all tied up and as good as we can get and as clean as we can get. Now, I'd worked some of this beforehand. I worked up to about here, but I never worked down here. So this will give me a chance to make sure that we're good all up into this spot as well and such. So there's quite a bit of work for me to do underneath here, but that's a lot of busy work that I don't think I'm gonna go ahead and put a lot on video. Now, of course, whatever I said there, I also have to address on the other side. So, you know, there's a lot to do, but it's a lot of that smaller, tedious stuff that I don't think you guys are interested in. So my intent is to go ahead and get as much of this done before we see the next part of the build process. And that next part is going to be about putting in those torque boxes and subframe connectors from X Parts, and you really don't want, or US Car Tools. So you don't want to miss that. Make sure you click and hit that like and subscribe button, and you know, hey, watch the playlist, see how we got to this point, because there's a whole lot of new on here. Example, we put a whole new trunk deck in, whole new set of floor rails, both sets of wheel wells, all new quarter panels, all new roof substructure. We put in a brand spanking new underseat pan right here. And then of course we put in a whole set of floor pans, and we put in a cowl, some A-pillars, new door skins. There's been a lot of work that's been done here on Project Fast Fish, and we still got some work to do before this thing comes off the rotisserie. We get it on suspension and start looking at those smaller details before this thing heads to paint and body. So if you're interested at all in anything that you've seen thus far, make sure you click that playlist. I'll go ahead and have it play above for us. And then of course, as always, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.